Hello, it's me again, Phil Anderson. How you doing today? Hope everybody's having a great day. Today I am going to make something called a fat bomb, right? So you can see, well, let's see, I got a little bit of the chub coming back. Oh, right? We've been in gain season again. So what we're gonna do, cut season, right? We being me. So what I'm talking about today is ketosis, or the ketogenic diet. Basically, it is where you are using ketones as your primary energy source instead of the glucose. So glucose, as you may know, carbohydrates, other sugars are turned into glucose. It's kind of uncomfortable, but I got it down so you can see my table. See down here? All right. We got a couple of things down here. I'll tell you the ingredients in a minute. Glucose. So when you eat carbs or sugar, your body turns it into glucose. Well, it turns out about half of the protein you eat also gets turned into glucose. And glucose is a really highly efficient, I don't know, your body just stores it, especially right here on me. It's fat, right, in my nose. And I got all kinds of spots where I get the chub. Anyway, so right now I can feel my chub is like chubby. See the chub? I know it looks kind of skinny, but you can see pinching an inch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make these things called fat bombs. I'm going on a fat fast. Now, you think of fat fast. What does that mean? Well, it's not. It means you eat a lot of fat. Right, a lot of fat. High fat, low carb. You eat a lot of fat, no carbs. The thing is, the Atkins diet is high fat, high protein, zero carbs. Well, then your protein, half of it gets turned into glucose. So then it's like your body's still not in as strict of a ketosis. A lot of the benefits of the ketosis, and again, it's using ketones as your primary energy source. And so what that does is your body, when it's going out like doing inventory, it's using your own body fat for your energy. Okay, so by eating a selective diet that's very high in fat, then I'm going to be telling my body, I'm going to say, hey body, all you're getting is fat, no carbs. I mean, those carbs, the glucose, I mean, it seems like no matter how much I work out and no matter how little I eat, if I'm eating carbohydrates, which is like sugars, simple sugars, complex sugars, my body makes me fat. My body stores it. However, if I'm eating nothing, like fasting, then the body's using everything. And you go into ketosis when you're fasting. But with the ketogenic diet, you're eating the high fat, low carb, so that your body's not going into starvation mode. It's still getting calories, it's still getting nutrients, it's still getting food, but the food is fat. So your body's using the fat as your fuel. So then it uses your own fat as fuel. So we're going to try this fat fast for a few days, and we're going to see if I feel more svelte. That's S-V-E-L-T-E, svelte. If I feel svelte, like, ooh. And what happens for me when I stop eating the sugary or the processed or carbohydrate foods, my joints feel better, I'm more flexible, I'm happier, I got more energy, I need less sleep. When I'm in gain season and I'm like, oh yeah, eating chicken and rice and like working out at the gym, I swear I need like 8 to 10 hours of sleep. When I'm in the ketogenic diet and I'm in ketosis, 6 hours, no problem. A lot more energy, a lot more flexible. You know, like I can stretch further. Oh, yeah, okay. So, what we have, the ingredients, we'll start at the bottom. Vanilla, 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. This is a stevia and erythritol mix. Erythritol, anything that ends in OL is an alcohol, like ethanol, methanol, and erythritol is a sugar alcohol. So this is stevia and erythritol. The other things in the ingredients are in my pan right here. Here, I got this hooked to the cabinet again, see? So this pan right there, hold still. Whoa. Okay. So then we have, I'm melting. Oh, I made a mess. So I softened the butter. I don't have a microwave because I don't like them. So soften the butter, soften the cream cheese. I'm gonna use one of these and a butter. And so salted butter, that's organic butter, and then cream cheese, and then also getting to room temperature is these strawberries. See, strawberries. I can let this water out now. It's melting. That's what happens when you don't have a microwave. So, just bring everything over here. Boop, 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 boop. Hold still. Okay. So, messy, messy, messy. This I gotta figure out a better way to soften better because that seems to have made a mess. Oh well, I'm used to making messes. Eee. So we're basically just gonna mix this stuff together. Got your cream cheese, yeah. And by the way, I got this from Menards. They call this a spurtle. Spurtle. It's a what, spatula? I don't know what the hurdle is. Pretty handy for that kind of thing. As you see. Oh no, not my butter. Get in there, you. Oh, this is this messy. Oh. All right, more of my butter getting wasted. You don't go with that. Okay. So I'm gonna make another one with something else after I make this one. I don't know what, I'm just gonna Google it. Like usually, like peanut butter is good. I have the peanut butter that doesn't have sugar in it. So peanut butter is good. Chocolate, fat bomb. So what is a fat bomb? Oh my goodness. Well, when you're fat fasting, when you're on a fat fast, it doesn't mean you don't eat fat. It means the opposite of that. It means that you eat a lot of fat. Now, in my opinion, and I'm sure I read it somewhere, so my opinion's not formed just in a vacuum of assumptions, but coconut oil is really a highly favored oil. These are dairy fats, right? Coconut oil is a plant-based fat, like avocados, avocado oil. Those to me, I don't know, it seem like they're less difficult for your body to process, maybe. I don't know. I'm only this smart. If I was that smart, maybe I'd know, but I don't. So what else do we need? We got 2.5 tablespoons of the stevia here. So this stuff, all right, this is the health food store. Stevia is just, so it says like sugars, carbohydrates 2 grams, total sugar 0. This is weird, you can't read it backwards, but it says erythritol 2 grams per half teaspoon. So that's confusing why the erythritol has its own place. That's weird. I've never seen that before, where it puts the erythritol as if it's a nutrient. That's confusing. Anyway, all right, 2.5 of these. I'm breathing it. And then 1.5 of these. Man, it looks like 1.5. Boop, there we go. And then with the strawberries, it says, let's see, I think, ooh. All right, I think I'll go ahead and blend them. It says like, chop them up, blend them, whatever you want to call it. Oh yeah, that's a lot of strawberries. Might just make 2 batches with the strawberries. Just on low. Just enough to, turn them not into the big strawberries. Boop. All right. So then, and it says 3/4 cup. That's clearly, what does it say? 20 ounces. Why do they make it so hard? Why? Why are you so hard? Well, I don't need milliliters. I don't know liters. This is America. 3, 4, but yeah, so this is 2 cups, so I'm just gonna put like half of this in there. Oops, a little more than half. Okay, whatever. So then, this is it. And we just chop, 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 squish, 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 squish. Mix, 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 mix. How much? Uh-oh, it said, oh crap. Well, it said 6 tablespoons of butter. And I think I used 1, 2, 3, I think I used 8. Well, it sounds like I'm just going to add the rest of this cream cheese. And we're making a double batch. The double batch of a fat bomb. And you know, if I'm gonna tell stories, I don't know, about why I'm doing this. 47 years old, people. I was 152 pounds in high school wrestling, okay, 152 pounds. And I graduated from high school and joined the Army and got up to, let's say, 200 pounds, okay? So I went from 152 to 200 pounds, all you can eat in the Army, right? And plus I was running, I was working out, you know, doing PT, physical training every day, like 5 o'clock. 18, 19 years old, very active. And you know what though? I still managed to get up to like 200 pounds. Now when I was 19, I got married. And when I was 20, you know, I had my first child, Spencer. And that definitely contributed to the weight gain. Because, you know, it's just, I don't know, you're just busy all the time. Whatever. I was eating hamburger helper. Eating a lot of hamburger helper. And the hamburger helper did not help me. So I got up to 200 pounds. And I stayed at 200 pounds for, let's say, just like a year. And then I got down to like 190. So I'm 21 years old, 190. I got a divorce at 21. And then I got down to, let's say, 156, 160, right? Because I went on what's called a divorce diet. And that's where you just don't really care. I was at Carmel all the time. You just don't care about eating. I was too busy partying, to be honest. So I was just, yeah, anyway. And then I was eating all the food in, like, my cabinets. Anyhow, scrounging, just kind of living on the run, not... I mean, I had a permanent place to live, but I didn't really live there. So anyway, so then I got in a relationship again and got fat again, but this time I made it up to 185. You know, and then like, so for the next 5 years I was 185. Edward was born, Cordelia was born, struggling, jogging, got down to 180. Next 5 years, let's say I was 180, and then it slowly got down to 175. So the story shifts at, let's say when I was 40. When I was 40, we cracked the code. 40 years old, that's when we went from, and when I say we, I'm talking about me and Tracy, my 20-year wife, my second ex-wife. Jesus, I hate saying that. Anyway, so me and Tracy went to what? High fat, low carb. So whenever we discovered a high fat, low carb, what that did is suddenly we discovered ketosis. Suddenly we discovered that we could eat a lot of food, because I'm an eater. I love to eat. I love to eat a lot of food, people, and I love to eat it fast. So we discovered that I could eat pretty much as I wanted, as long as I did not eat carbs. So there you go. On top of that, I realized through much experimentation, and trust me, there's a lot of diligence and a lot of obsession, a lot. In order to maintain, you know, that type of eating. Now, don't get me wrong. We would fail, or we would adjust. Tired of squishing myself down. There we go. We would adjust every now and then it'd be like, carb party, and you eat a bunch of carbs, and then you get swollen and feel inflamed and fat. And then, that'd be like Friday night, drinking, the alcohol carbs. And then we learned that the HFLC, the high fat, low carb, was a way to be like, bam, like really slim. So, I made it back to high school weight when I was like 40, 41, something like that. I don't know. And I pretty much stayed there. I made it up to I'll make it up to 165 every now and then, 170 when I'm not being disciplined. When somebody, we won't mention any names, Angela, brings in, like I say, ice cream, which is great. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to blame you for my behavior. Cha-cha-cha! It's your fault. See, when you're not around, whatever. I love ice cream. And I like to eat it really fast. The whole tub, who needs a bowl? All right, so point being, ketosis, ketogenic, high fat, low carb. That's the story of how I came to where I am right now with all my fermented stuff. So remember, when you ferment, even whatever small amounts of carbs are in those vegetables are getting broken down by the bacteria. And cabbage, cauliflower especially, is really a great vegetable that you get to eat when you're on these high fat, low carb diets, because cauliflower, it's like the rice. That's why you get the riced cauliflower, because it's an alternative. Whoa, shit! Well, kids, today's lesson: pay attention to what you're doing. Quit watching the camera and having so much damn fun. Showing up. Stupid shirt. Need a new shirt. This is a part of the game anyhow, see? You can see my fat. You can see like my cottage cheese. See? Those are called chabs. Oh! Life goal, people, to have actual abs without the ch. Not chabs. How about just an ab? All right, I'm going to use this little fancy spoon. This wedding spoon, not my wedding. And then you just take it and you scoop it into here. I think it's suitably. I don't know. Is that going to be chunky? Am I going to have chunks? Oh. Oh. Yeah, I don't really know how to do this part. I'm just kind of making this up. I've done it before, but I don't remember how to get these in there without making a mess. So, fuck it. Forget it. So anyway, so now, and actually this is great to do this in the winter, because when I refrigerate these, they're going to get firm, right? And when I refrigerate them and they get firm, and then I can just pop them out, and what you do, all right, what you do, I get tense when I'm doing these videos, and my tension comes out of my voice. I don't like it that much. I'm going to control that. So what you do is throughout the day, you eat these little fat bombs, kind of like at evenly spaced intervals. Now, if you're interested in any of this stuff I'm talking about, people, what I want to do, my job, my role in life, maybe in your life, definitely in my own life, is to activate action. So what that means to me is that, I can't follow you. I'm not going to come to your house and make you fat bombs, okay? I'm not going to sit here and argue with you about how healthy fat bombs are. All right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you, I'm the one eating these, just so you know. If you're coming over for a meal, I promise I won't lick the spoon while I'm making the food. So I think, in my opinion, what I would like to do is to introduce you to things that I do because they work for me, and I see the results of that as me having an improved existence. And I got to tell you, since being on, whenever I eat carbs and sugar, my decision making suffers. Okay? I'm more impulsive and I'm less in control. Something about the ketosis, I don't know what it is. Something about it, it's like your blood sugar doesn't spike the same way. I mean, well, clearly you're not using glucose. Ah, shoot, how am I going to do this? You're not using glucose, so therefore, I don't know. I'd have to study. And again, that's why I'm telling you, I'm not here to tell you everything. I'm not here to know stuff and to be like, oh yeah, do this, do that, do this, do that. What I'm here to do, what I'm here to do is tell you what works for me. I gotta wash my hands, don't I? Ah, come on. Oh, this thing's been on top of the stupid, what's it called? Been on top of the refrigerator for a while, got dusty. So, again, it's up to you. It's your life. It's your decisions. Okay? You are the one following yourself around every day, all day. You follow yourself around and you lead yourself. Okay? So you're leading yourself. You're taking yourself down this street, down that street. You're deciding to order the pizza. You're deciding to eat the candy bar. You're deciding not to. So what I want to do, because I love you, just like I love myself, and of course this is all to get me to do what I want me to do. And you guys are just playing along. So what I want to do is to activate, well, just to give you information, to give you a choice that I believe will be beneficial to you. And, like, here's a choice, here's a path you can take that if you take it, it will take you to a good place. Like, if you want to be skinny, and like you really want to be skinny, and in a way that's not as hard as you might think. I mean, all day long, don't get me, trust me. There's moments of extreme struggle and extreme turmoil, and sometimes you lose. Sometimes you eat the entire tub of ice cream, and for the next 10 years, everybody talks about how Philip is an ice cream pig, and that don't trust Phil with your ice cream, and blah, blah, blah. I mean, come on. So anyway, but if you would like to not work out and be skinny, then join me in Fat Bombs. So again, but I'm not going to tell you all the science. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you this happens, that happens, this is what, blah, blah, blah. I don't know all that crap. All I know is that it works. And that's why I got my shirt off. Well, of course, I love taking my shirt off. But you can see for the next couple days, if I can do this, which is a lot harder than you think, even though you can dang near eat as much of this stuff as you want. It's cream cheese, strawberries, butter, stevia, and vanilla. I can eat all this today and eat all of it tomorrow, and I would still get skinny. I would still get skinnier. If I lick a freaking potato, I gain 3 pounds. if I like let a piece of potato chip out, fat. If I lick the bowl of rice, spaghetti, bread, if I eat a bite of that stuff, I swear I gain 5 pounds. This stuff, eat as much as you want. Again, kind of like the Atkins, where you can eat butter and bacon and eat, but the vegetables you're eating are the low carb vegetables. You know, not even a lot of fruit. The Atkins diet, as far as I can tell, is you know, high fat meat and low carb vegetables. High fat, low carb. I'm taking it to the next level. I'm taking it to an extreme. Cut out the protein, because your protein, half the protein gets turned into glucose, and then that knocks you out of ketosis a little bit. So we'll see if my chabs turn into abs over the next few days, and that's it. If you Google strawberry fat bombs, you can get this simple 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ingredient recipe. I'm gonna chill them, and then throughout the day, I'll pop them out, and I'll eat one maybe every half hour, which it doesn't look like much. Let's say it's an ounce, but I mean, how much? There, let's see. We look at the cream cheese. Oh, there's the cream cheese. And then we look at the, where'd my butter go? Here, butter, here's the butter. Okay, so here's the butter and here's the cream cheese. So 1 ounce of cream cheese has 9 grams of fat, 1 sugar, 2 grams protein. This is probably 14, no. And then 1 tablespoon of butter has 11 grams of fat, no sugar, no protein. So when you're eating an ounce of this, you know, you're getting, how many is that, 100 calories in one of these. One of these is about 100 calories. So if you eat one every half hour for 5 hours, that's 1,000 calories. Eat more than that. Whatever. You trust me, you can eat this stuff. I mean, when you're on the Atkins diet, oh my God, eat so much bacon you can't breathe, and you'll wake up the next day and you lost 5 pounds. Meanwhile, work out, be in the Army. I was in the Army, 20 years old, running 6 miles a day, push-ups, sit-ups every day, got up to 200 pounds. I was eating Hamburger Helper every night. And of course, I overeat. So yeah, I was overeating. But that's a trick too. Because with the carbs, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's your blood sugar. The carbs, I wake up hungry and I overeat. This stuff, when I'm in ketosis, don't get hungry as much. Don't overeat as much. If you know about the fat, when you eat fat, that's what triggers your body to be full. So this is 95% fat. And then the strawberries, never mind, let's see what the strawberries say for sugar. Let's see. So 1 cup of strawberries has 6 grams of sugar. Wow. No fat, less than 1 gram protein, a lot of vitamin C. So strawberries, negligible sugar. So that means your body's going to stay in the ketosis. Using your ketones for energy means that these chabs right here, they're going to be used. Look out, chabs. I'm coming for you. You're going to get rid of that the chubby abs, and just be abs. Someday. That's my life goal. And it's not for vanity. Maybe a little. It's mostly because whatever you see here, whatever you're looking at, this is a reflection of my soul's health. However healthy my soul is how healthy my body's going to look. Don't get me wrong. It could be that I'm some muscle builder and I'm like, yeah, look at me. I'm huge. I'm perfectly sculpted. All right. Maybe I'm wrong, but for me, if you got self-love, you got self-care. If you got self-care, it shows. It shows in your hair. It shows in your chabs. It shows in your smile, your teeth, your attitude, your eyeballs, all of it. So, fat bombs, strawberry Cheesecake Fat Bombs. They don't look real pretty right now because I kind of just smeared them, made a mess. Messy, whatever. You do it when you do it. If you want to do it nice. And remember, my goal here, well, first goal, my own benefit, my own well-being, my own personal growth, my own enlightenment, my own health, living a long time without being sick. Second goal is maybe I can inspire one person to take better care of themselves. Maybe I can inspire one person to make a decision to say, I have a will that belongs to me, and I'm going to control my will for my benefit. Because when I control my will for my benefit, it benefits everybody I love, even my dogs. Ha! All right. Am I on a soapbox? Am I preaching? Whatever. Who cares? What are you gonna do about it? Swipe. Swipe. Go back and watch, cat videos. I don't care. This is for me, people. I'm doing this for me. I'm having fun. I will watch my own video later and I'll be like, God dang it, Phil, you're right. That's how I'm gonna do it. Tomorrow, when I'm thinking to myself, man, I could sure use rice. I could sure use a piece of bread. I'm just kidding, I don't eat bread. Corn chips. Oh. This, my friends, this is my Achilles heel. Every chuh in these chabs comes from these right here. Oh, I love the corn chips. But I'm out of salsa. So as long as I'm out of salsa, I think I'll be all right. Ooh, spilled one. Hope y'all have a great day out there. Everybody's hunkered down. I heard Walmart's crazy because of the snowpocalypse. So, on that note, one last thing. I looked up apocalypse the other day in a dictionary, and it was like, the end of the world, blah, blah, blah. But then I thought, I don't know, that makes sense. I'm going to look up the Greek root of the word. And you know that the word apocalypse, this is what I do. I get on a word, I'm like, word of the day, whatever. The word apocalypse means to reveal. So, whatever's happening in the world, whatever confusing things are going on, if it's the end of the world, based on the word apocalypse, it actually means something is going to be revealed. Like the truth is going to come out about whoever is screwing us over. Meanwhile, for me, when I'm doing this stuff, what am I doing? Here, I'll ask Mr. Mole. What am I doing, Mr. Mole? Well, Phil, that's a mole Cordelia taxidermied. I love you. You're my friend. Don't you think I'm a pretty boy? Oh, he's only got one paw because of cats. Anyway, this is me worried about myself. I pray that you worry about yourself. And then we can get together, maybe worry about each other. I don't know. Maybe take care of each other. Maybe be there, be like, hey, let's go do something. Let's go build something. Let's have an adventure together. Let's do something great. Let's embrace life and live. That's what I really want to do. You'll hear me say that a lot, folks. Get out there today and live. Tomorrow you're going to be locked in your house. I'm going to be out shoveling snow. So if you need somebody to shovel snow, don't call me. I'll be busy shoveling somebody else's snow. Peace out, folks. Love y'all. Have a great day. Fat Bomb. Ketosis. Google.